Yeah, new fan. What's going on, Reckless? Hey, Reckless. We're gonna be taking out something maybe today, thanks to you on that little connector right there. I think the DB Pro might actually take its first ride. What's up, God Garage? What's going on? Fan works. Not that I think it didn't think it would, but still good to check, right? Oh, Diesel Brother stickers, the Diesel Power stickers. So I actually got those from the guys at Diesel Power. So right there. Obviously, you can see this one is sporting actually one of their, I guess, more special stickers that they sent out in a box that I got. And then, you know, you can see the DP just everywhere on this thing. Obviously on the back, Mega Ram Runner, which is this one right here. My son actually took whatever was right there. I can't remember what was there. But I got double packs. Yeah, there we go. Life, Liberty, and Pursuit. But just go to dieselpower.com and you can get some stickers. They had actually sent me out some. If you do it right now, you could be entered to win the Tron truck that they've got going right now. I think it ends on the 31st, so tomorrow. So if you spend like every $5 you spend is an entry to win whatever truck that they've got going right now. And for every order that you put in, they'll give you cash back within your order, anywhere from, I think the 5,000 winner was yesterday. So it was anywhere from $1 to $5,000. They would just randomly throw in boxes. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So who knows? Maybe you can get $1,000, maybe you can get $1, maybe you'll get nothing. But anyways, yeah, it's a good company. I like the way they do things. Obviously, it's Sparks Motors by D Sparks. And so pop this off. And I have found the perfect battery to actually fit inside that, right? It's a little tight on the UDR. We'll pop the top here. Now, the battery that's actually in here, it is bigger than their specifications, but it fits absolutely perfect. Check that out. Chris rocks. What's going on, man? Yeah, check out the battery that's in here. I like the way ARM is doing this. Got a little like battery, but this battery right here pretty much maximizes or maxes out, almost maxes out the battery tray they've got, but it fits absolutely perfect. It's right there. There we go. The HRB Graphene 5000 milliamp 100C battery fits absolutely perfect in this thing. So we'll be charging this thing up. Actually, I should probably charge this up now. But I mean, man, don't charge these batteries inside. Could you imagine if this battery caught fire? Dude, it'd be like a nuclear blast. Yeah, they are good batteries. Yeah, I run primarily HRB, although I do have, you know, obviously this pack right here, you know, it's for the specific smart technology thing, even though my lead connector that I've got, the adapter, is not a smart technology thing, and I'm not set up for it anyway. I don't have the Bluetooth module, but anyways, it kind of doesn't matter. But I've actually got a bunch of these Ovonics, these two, the 8000s, for the Hyper MT, because that thing just is a battery drainer. So sold out of the, oh, they're sold out of the decals? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, you know what was a riot? The last two orders that I got from them, $5 in each order. I actually kept it. You know, I've got no need to spend it. Maybe I'll give it to my daughter or whatever, but I think it was funny. Both orders had $5 in it. And it was free shipping too. We also got, I'm also going to try out the Ovonic 5200, and I can't remember what I got these for. These were 2S, so I think maybe I had got those for the Red Cat, if I remember right. The bad part about this size battery is that it is a force fit. It's a force fit into the UDR. So, but it does kind of go. It just stretches out the sides just a touch. I don't really like that, because, you know, if for some strange reason this battery swells up a little bit, yeah, it's gonna. I might end up putting some type of a stick-on on the bottom of this that wraps around these wires so that when I stuff the battery in there, I can have a way to rip the battery out instead of just pulling on the wires, because a lot of people have a tendency to pull on the wires and it's really not a good idea. So if I put some type of strap on the bottom, there's plenty of height. It's just a width, and you can't turn it sideways because it maxes it out on its smallest width anyway. So, and I've also got to change this connector to a TRX, because obviously most people know if you've got the UDR, there's almost no room. Traxxas really kind of did that proprietary battery deal with that UDR, and that's like the biggest complaint with that UDR, is that the battery constraint is just ridiculous. So this battery right here fits perfect in that. So we'll be taking that out for a blast. Years ago, there used to be these little plastic circles, stickers that you could buy for the bodies of these cars, so that when you're taking the clips, on and off, that the body would at least be a little bit saved from all the scratches that you get from digging these clips back into their holes. I don't even know if they do that anymore. You know what? I actually, yeah, I see what you're saying, right? So, yeah, on the Max, a complaint about the battery tray, right? But I don't know if you saw the video. We ran the Zop Power in there, and what we realized was that if we put it to the side, just like that, right? Obviously clamp it down. This battery goes nowhere because it's actually held in place right by this section right here. But yeah, I know what you're saying about this. It's typical, you know what I mean? It's Traxxas. It's the way they do things. They want their stuff to be in their cars because they're saying that, that's the way it's going to work. It's all their research and design and whatever, and use our stuff, and you should be, I guess, worry or trouble free. But still got ESCs catching on fire. Not this one, but, well, actually maybe it is that one, but who knows? Haven't seen any fires yet. Oh yeah, so your hobby shop has the body save stickers? Yep. Yes. Mets, you know it. 100%. So obviously I use Samsung, right? But as far as my computer goes, I got a Mac. I cannot stand Windows. So I use a Mac, but I hate iPhone. And it makes it so difficult to try to transfer content from this or, my spare Note 8, which is got a cracked screen, right there in the corner. How am I showing this? Right there. That one's got that crack. This one's got this blown out thing from the Max. The Max slammed into this thing. This one was when I was doing a rotor video on something. I was doing a rotor video on something. I can't remember what the rotors were, but I just just slightly tapped it, and the phone just went for a ride. Had no case on it. It was just dumb. Totally my fault. Yeah, anybody notice any change in my channel? Just curious. But Mets, you are 100% right. You love Windows and can't stand. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely, if I switched over to the iPhone, it definitely would make, if I use my phone for content, which you do, you've got the phone on you. Anything else other than using, like that, what they call latest and greatest in GoPro or whatever, which you can see that's already blasted out. I don't know if you can see the crack on that. So I already cracked the lens on the GoPro, and that was from the Hibeo. The MT, like I did a bunch of speed runs by, and one of the speed runs, I just goosed it. I did like a little power slide and goosed it, and it just sent a rock right to the lens. I gotta put it like a cover on that. But what I did end up doing was I got, I guess what you call a generic lens for the GoPro, which is this one right here. I don't know how generic it is though. And then I obviously got, a GoPro real deal one, which was only a difference of, I think, like $2. But then when I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, I bet the lens is the same exact thing. Here's the extra $2, the packaging, What's going on? You can't find your place? It's way over here. You get, you can find it. You'll see it. What's up, God? Hey, little guy, did you notice a difference? Mets, did you notice a difference in the channel? Anything different? I think Chris Rocks kind of got it. I don't know how he did that red tag. This stuff about YouTube and all this stuff, I have no idea. Quality? Anna, what's going on? Quality? Well, no, the camera's still the same. What about the name of the channel, Mets? Anything different about the name of the channel? Probably skipped right over it. And that's actually good. That's kind of how I wanted it to be. People wouldn't notice a change, but then all of a sudden, bam, it's there. So there you go. Anna's got it. RC Guy Garage. How did you do that in red? I didn't notice until you said, yeah. Anna, how did you do that in red? Or at least on my end, it looks red. You have to do like the @ symbol or something? I wonder where Asterion is. Usually Asterion's up on these things. You didn't see it? That's the whole point, man. Yeah. So, Anna, when you typed RC Garage, right? On my end, it shows up in a red square. I don't know why that is. And then when Chris Rocks did it, which is funny, Chris Rocks did it. It's in red, but just capitalized. I don't understand. Maybe it's because, do you click on the actual? I don't know. I have no idea. RC Garage, yep. RC Guy Garage, though, Mets. Maybe it's because it's your channel. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What if I type it? What happens? Yeah, Mets, you just did it. How'd you make it red? Is it just because it's the channel name? Because I think, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's just YouTube. Oh, you didn't make it, buddy. Little Vector didn't make it. This one right here, you're dying too. Just go over there. Relax. So I think the only thing about having this isn't even all the connectors either. Yeah, you need your thing, but you pop off. So the only thing about having multiple RCs is you need multiple adapters if you want to run all your batteries through it. You know what I mean? It's not red on your end. Yeah, I don't know why. Here. See? I don't know if that'll focus on there. Come on. Don't be so bright. Yeah, see that right there? RC Garage. And then, come on. Stop doing that. You can see it. RC Garage. It's in red. I don't know why. Now, you saw that, right? I don't know. Maybe you didn't see it. So he pops off his charger just to die? That doesn't make any sense. I put him on his charger, and he pops off just to die. Are you charging? I think I definitely got to clean the contacts of these guys. Probably because it's your channel, yeah. Type the full channel name. Oh, yeah, the @ symbol. Yeah. What, Anna? The fact that he popped off his charger and died? And the other thing, too, like, are you guys able to see how many people are on the stream? Because I'm pretty sure there's like 3 or 4, maybe, right? But on my end, it shows 2. That's why I said I don't believe those stats. There's probably always a YouTube spy on there somewhere. Yeah, you're still not charging. Yeah, these contacts. I think I gotta clean these. It's either this. It's either his contacts here or it's the contacts on his actual base. Let's see if he's charging now. So new Vector's charging. I can't tell if original Vector's charging or not. Almost doesn't look like he is. No, he is. No, he is. He's charging. Yeah. Well, and see, now it shows 5. I don't know. Get those YouTube spies coming on. Come on, Asterion. Where are you, man? Usually Asterion's like the first one. He must be dead. Swamp Drone, what's going on? What is the reason for having 2 vectors? Because they actually interact with each other. We just bought original vector, which is the one that has the gold pieces. And then I was able to get a good deal on that vector, the other one, which I just call new vector. Short money. The person didn't want it because they, obviously they knew that the company was going out of business or went out of business. And I guess they were just, not interested in Vector. And I was just like, yeah, here's a couple bucks. And he came with everything. Came with all his instructions, came with his original box, actually came with the Vector Space, which, I have no need for. What's going on there, RC Life? Looking at the vectors on eBay's. Well, yeah, of course there's a bid for a penny. Bid on it. Yours keeps falling off the table. Do you have a rolled edge? If you have any kind of a rolled edge, like in a lot of my videos, you've seen my older videos. If your table has that, this doesn't even give a good representation. A sloped or a curved edge. They usually he can't detect it in time. And then on one of the videos, I think I was like literally talking about it. I walk away. He picks up his cube and he goes full speed towards the edge. He stops right as he got to the edge of the counter. And if he didn't have his cube in his hand, he would have been fine. But the momentum like sent him flying onto the tile floor. And I can't remember if that was the last time we had him in the kitchen, because my wife liked having him in the kitchen because obviously he serves a functionality, because you can say, hey, Vector, set a timer for 3 seconds. So it was cool because they could set a timer or whatever, and she would actually make use of that. Or she would, ask questions, He does it. Well, I mean, okay, Vector. Hey, Vector. End the timer. It's funny because you say the same exact thing, and sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. Anna was actually having an issue with her cube, but I think it's resolved now. But you gotta, I don't know how to explain it. They're, other than saying that they're like their own individuals. The way I've seen both of these vectors, they both are independent and act differently. Yes, of course, they're programmed to do certain things, but these guys were designed to have a certain amount of learning, AI, artificial intelligence learning, where they could be, individually different. And then I've proved that by having 2 vectors, because you can see that they do act different. They're told the same thing. They're asked the same thing. They can give different answers. It's crazy. Well, not if you're asking a direct question. Like, hey, Vector, are you happy? Obviously, they'll say the same thing. But watch. Now you see that that could have been a programmed response, right? That anytime you ask them that, they'll say the same exact thing every single time, but they don't. Those 2 vectors do things differently. Answer, react, whatever. You know what I mean? And obviously, when I go on a tangent of talking, I can't see the screen. Asterion, what's going on? There you go, man. RC God Garage. What are you talking about? There's no RC God Garage. RC God Garage. And they won't say that name right, which is weird. They put a pause in between the thing. So I'm just gonna leave them how they are. Just like the Furbies. Yeah, I don't know about the Furbies. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember. Did they actually learn? These guys are way different than those things. How much do you remember what the vectors can do? My vector won't play with the cube in the night. The light is too dark for him. So that's what was going on? Yeah. Yeah, because obviously he uses his camera to see. How's the eRevo doing? Yeah, I'll show you. I actually got to contact Amazon today, because parts were supposed to be here yesterday, and then I don't know if you can see that. Parts were supposed to be here yesterday, and now they're talking. Actually, one of those things I don't want you to see. Whoops. But there's some parts right there. I have no idea when they're going to come now. Just says it's on its way. And it obviously says the other ones are arriving tomorrow. That's garbage. So I got to give them a call and find out what's going on. Oh, come on, Anna. You know you love Furby. You actually had to teach him English? That's funny. I think Asterion was actually sleeping. First time ever. I think Asterion was asleep. What else is new, right? I what? Missing. Oh, missing. You retracted it. Yeah, the Furbies learned, but yes, the Vector. Yeah, way different, dude. Way different. You've been working. You work? Nice. How easy is it? Very easy. You just go on YouTube and you live stream. There's a little camera icon to the left of your name, like about a couple of spots over. I can't show you right now because obviously I have to end my stream, but that won't work. But it looks like a little camera icon, and it gives you two little options. You can either upload a video or go live. And the live obviously has like that, live like streamy thing. Asterion. Have you ever seen the AVE channel? That guy's a riot. All he does is talk with his hands. You never see his face. You just see his hands. RC God Garage. You know it. Do you have any charged batteries? Yes. So we just charged this one up. And I think you know what this is for. And we are going to be charging Asterion this one. How many volts do you see on there? What do you think this is for? Man, you imagine if this thing caught fire? It would be a terrible battery to manage if that thing caught fire. That's why you do not charge LiPos in the house. Never mind what you see over there. You don't see that. There's nothing right there. Nothing to see here. I'll block that. Nothing to see. Yeah, nothing to see. But usually if I am going to charge a battery, I'll charge it in that, which is, obviously you can see there's a bunch of LiPos in there. There's actually all six of these batteries are all charged and ready to go. I actually just got to double check their charge, maybe top them off. I think it's been like a day or so. You're not supposed to leave batteries for too long. They say that for LiPo batteries so that they don't, degrade. Charge them and use them. If you're not going to use them right away, to actually put them on a storage discharge rate. That way they don't get, destroyed. All right, what are people writing here? Because whenever I talk, I don't see what's going on. Take the Red Cat or whatever and check if it's working. I just want to know. What? You want to know if the Red Cat's working? Of course it is. I just got to rebuild the front shocks, though. You know that. Just like you did with the E-Revo. No, there's no point. Everything's fine on the Red Cat. I'll take it down for you, though. I do have to finish a project. Got a little project in the box here. I got to finish a project because I want to get that giveaway vehicle out there so that someone can have it, for the holidays. I think it would be a good little gift, It's just a little RC, but I am going to be giving it away, so. And it's just very slightly modified. love that sound. So we are going to be expanding the work surface. I don't know if you saw it, then do it. What? Take the, you really want me to take the red cap down, man? Fine. What's the point? You know what I mean? I'll take it down for you. Watch how it bounces. It is literally got, I don't think it's got any more oil in these front shocks. I had to put, you can see that it's actually this side right here. I don't know. Who knows? But when you look at it, you can see the wetness on both tires. You can see the wetness actually on the actual A-arms. Looks like this one, there's nothing left. So, but yeah, I'll have to blow those shocks apart and see what's going on those. But this thing's a blast. Like literally, it's a rocket. It's literally just it's a wheelie monster. It'll double backflip in like 2 seconds. I mean, the thing is, it's nuts. You just want to see it. Well, there it is, Asterion. Here you go, man. Look at that. We even robbed the light kit out of it for the Habeo. But yeah, that's a good RC, but it's really short. It's compact, so it literally just does flips. Almost, I don't want to say uncontrollable because it is controllable. It's just, it's fast, but it's just too short. You know what I mean? It needs a little bit more weight up front. I'm going to end up changing the front diff fluid to something that's a little thicker to kind of calm down the front diff, just to kind of, limit it just a little bit. But yeah, this is a nice little vehicle right here. I like it. It is compact. It is easier to take this places, but it's just, man, when you get on the throttle, it is literally just wheelies all day. Didn't you have like an old Emax? Come on, Asterion, you know, man. You want to see that too? Like I said, Asterion, man, if you were closer, I'd just send the stuff to you because you get to the point sometimes when you just have too much, and you need to unload. So might need to unload some stuff here. Got spaces to fill. But Asterion, you know what we've got. So here is an original, which these haven't leaked, is an original T-Max. Motor's gone. I can't remember what the heck I did with the motor. The motor didn't blow. I actually took the motor out to give it a full cleaning, and I have no idea what the heck happened to it. It was so long ago. I think what had happened was the obviousness of things was work. Work just all of a sudden went crazy, and I had zero time for anything else. But yeah, we might get this thing fired up. I got a couple of things sitting in boxes that are unopened. Anna, what's a monster? The RCs? I've been with this channel for a while, and I've barely seen. Oh, yeah. Are you into RC at all, Anna? Is that junk fan? It's only got one blade left from the Max. You are into RC? What do you got? I think what I liked about this, I think what would kind of be cool is to maybe convert this into electric, because it's obviously got the aluminum, the aluminum chassis. That might be something we could explore. Someone's dinging me here. RC Garage Live. Yeah, that's weird. It's on. There's people on it. You're not blocked. Says it's restricted. What? Wait a minute. No, it's not restricted. Shouldn't be. How would I check and see if I got one of my friends trying to get on the live, but he says it's restricted. Convert it someday. Great idea. Yeah, it would be a great idea. RC Life, what's going on? Had my first Max fan failure. Oh, you did? Did you? What fan was it? Was it the ESC or the motor? Yeah, Red Cat Gen 7. Stop it, Asterian. You're making me take all my vehicles down. As a matter of fact, Asterian, come on, guy. Right there. Come on. Jimmy. Right there. And we actually put, what do you see right there, Asterian? Ooh, a red hub nut. Because I had to rob the nut off of this thing to fix that thing. And what about that? Don't forget. Come on, Asterian. Revo, Emax, sitting right there. We got the Tornado. And then the Blackout right there. Got to get that thing going. I actually thought about robbing the electronics off of it, but I don't think that's fair, you know? You just want to see them again. You literally have Asterian. Think about it, dude. I mean, let's put it this way. How many RC cars do you have? Asterian, you have or had 3, right? And in those 3, how many videos did you throw out there? It's hard because you got to work, you got to live, you got family, you got just everything. It's so hard to, I guess balance things correctly. I've obviously I have a wife. I need to spend time with her. Not because I have to, but because I want to. You literally haven't used them in months. Joe Daddy's Garage is having a hard time connecting to my live stream for some reason. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. wonder if I check my phone. I should be able to see my own live stream on my own phone. So let's check it out. See if it's there. Oops. Come on. No, it's there. Showed up right away. No, it's there. They can hear me. And then how do you... There we go. There. I know I'm talking to myself here because I'm trying to send a link to somebody. Let's see what we got here. RC Life. The fan quit, and I took the cover off and pulled it apart, and one blade was partially cracked, and it was rubbing on the... Yeah, but... RC Life. Which... Did you say what if it was the ESC, or was it the mode? Oh, ESC. Yeah, you did. Just give Traxxas a call, unless you already have. I'm just saying, get, for example, the Red Cat running and leave it on the shelf. I can't stand... Okay, Asterian, how many vehicles do you have and how many vehicles are running right now? And you say you're doing a video, right? Or you're working on them? Well, let's see. Throw it live on. I want to see that you're working on your vehicles too. I'll play your live on my big screen. I just broke the blade off the rest of the way and it took off. Yeah, RC Life. Did you see the video of where I actually discovered what the actual problem was? And what was insane was being able to see it. Come on. It's hard to pick this thing up. So RC Life, that right there, focus. Come on, focus. That right there is the reason why the fan slams into the case. That little tiny O-ring falls off the shaft or is never put on there. Now, I think he's a subscriber. I forget what his name is. Oh, you've been working? So, see what I mean? Yeah, dude, you know what's funny is to see it, I was actually surprised that my eyes could see it. I was using, using the camera to visually see or inspect it, and then I realized I thought I saw the O-ring sitting on the edge or, a clip or whatever it was supposed to be. Can't remember what I thought it was. I either thought it was going to be a little C or E clip, or obviously we saw it was an O-ring. Yeah, where'd this dirt come from? Trying to keep things clean here. Before this bench gets too destroyed. I'm going to end up painting the whole tabletop with this stuff right here, which is a just a concrete and garage floor paint. It's an epoxy, single part epoxy slate gray, which I think will actually look pretty good on here. Yeah, now you think that it would have worked better, but there's maybe a bunch of reasons why they didn't use an E-clip. Number one, expense, right? Metal versus tiny little O-ring. And then the other thing is that possibly maybe using an E-clip for such a small motor, maybe using the E-clip could have actually been worse in a sense, because then, I know it sounds nuts, but maybe you're throwing a certain amount of balance off because it's so tiny. Maybe it would have been additional wear for these Oil-Lite bearings or bronze bearings, whatever you want to call them. Oil-Lite, same thing. But yeah, I don't know. Actually, yeah, this fan, funny, still works, but what's the point of it? But yeah, I just keep that around as a memento. I want you to fix the extremely simple problems, that's all. All right, Asterian, why don't you just come over and fix them for me? You can see I showed you that little parts list from Amazon. That was actually going to be fixed, but now who knows when the parts are coming. It was supposed to be 1-day delivery. And then, now look, we don't know when your stuff's coming. Yeah, I have. So Anna, I used to, obviously, that actually caught fire. That T-Max, and then I had 2 nitro planes catch fire. And it was my first experience. The first fire that I had was my first experience with nitro fuel, and not realizing that not only was the plane on fire, but so was I. Because when nitro fuel burns, you can't see the flames until the very tips or the edges. The very tips or the edges is where you get the orange. And what you feel is you just feel heat. And after you feel the heat, you might start to see, like, if you had hair on your arms or whatever, you start to see the hair on your arms burning, and you go like that, and is when you see the orange flames and you realize that you're on fire. A plane ticket would be quite, yeah. Well, you don't have to fly in a plane. Well, actually, yeah, you would have to fly in a plane, but why don't you box yourself up? Send yourself as cargo. Yeah, that was a long time ago. It was funny. Well, maybe it wasn't funny at the time, but I don't even know how the fire started. I think maybe a glow plug that I was testing outside of the out of the plane on my battery box. I think that's what happened. I think a glow plug ignited the fuel or something. I honestly, I have no idea how I caught fire. I just remember my arm being nice and toasty. Yeah, plane ticket. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah. Unsuspicious box, yeah. It'd be actually nice is Arrma is coming out with another vehicle. Does anybody have an idea of what Arrma might be coming out with? Huge unsuspicious box. An unsuspicious box with somebody inside going, help, help. X-Max Killer. Yeah, I know. That's definitely what I'm thinking that's going on, but who knows, man? You just don't know. Mets, yep. Like the X-Max, yep. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see it on this channel. I can hear it now. A box shows up at my house and you just hear, help, help me. Asterion ships himself. Yeah, they put it, well, of course. They put a timer on it so that everybody would literally be talking about it. Because look at me, small little channel, and I'm talking about it. You'll have your hobby guy order it for you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Halloween surprise. You know it. But not really. What is it? Is it November 22nd that it's coming out? Anybody know? I'm going to jump on their website right now just to see. I think it was November 22nd that it was supposed to come out. Maybe the 19th? I don't know. $22 days? Yeah, but I think it's been saying 22 days for a couple days now. I don't know if that thing's messed up. Well, maybe I just checked too often. RC God Garage, don't you dare buy. Hey, Asterion, I might not have to buy it. Oh, come on, Asterion. We've already got money down towards it from Diesel Power. Diesel Power already gave to the cause. All kinds of beeping going on here. RC God Garage. Oh, yeah, I already saw that. Yeah, but see what's happening is oil's getting onto the table, which it'll be kind of a pain in the neck for the paint. So I'll have to use some of my enamel reducer. Plan is use some of this enamel reducer or lacquer thinner and then just wipe down the whole table and then paint it with that epoxy paint. I'm thinking about doing it today. I don't know. Oh yeah, of course it's going to be around that price range. That's my guess. Arma wants some of that money too, you know? People are doling it out for the X-Max. Man, I bought these bits, which was just for my little driver that I've got because I figured it would be easy sometimes to obviously, you know, use this driver. My wife actually got this for me. 2 different settings. You got a speed setting, slow setting, LiPo, 4-volt LiPo battery, and I figured this thing would actually be pretty cool. It's got the lights. But I went and threw these bits in it, paid $22 for these bits, and every single bit is bent. So these are going back. Oh, if anybody has a Red Cat Camo X4 and they want a battery tray that I 3D printed, this is actually this is my prototype. So obviously it's got, the prototype issues, which is literally, it doesn't have the chamfer in the back, which you can kind of, I guess, take a file and create a chamfer yourself. The strap is kind of, in a kind of a crummy spot, but it does work. It's just more of a complaint. And obviously these holes were located after the fact, but there's nothing wrong with this tray. And I mean, look at this thing. This is what's nice about these 3D printed parts. I mean, look at that thing. But if anybody knows anybody that has a Camo X4, I don't even know. Maybe this will fit the Camo TT too. But it's a battery relocation tray. Obviously, it's got a nice little spot for a light controller, or like a smoke machine, or firecrackers, or some flames, or whatever. I don't know, whatever you wanted to put in there. But just I've got no use for it. And if somebody wanted to do PayPal for shipping, they could have it. It's just a thought. You should check out a playlist that I made after the stream. I'm just saying. What does that mean? What's a playlist? On your channel? You did a playlist on your channel? Would you separate all your RCs? I'll check out your channel anyway. Oh, and I am bell notified on your channel, but I don't get any notifications. Surprised these guys aren't popping off. They've just been awake. Usually if I start to work on something on this table, they'll pop off, and like people have seen, they'll come off and start messing with stuff. They love pushing around these RCs. All right, some strange reason, I just got a notification that a package was delivered. Asterion, do you want to guess what package was delivered? Asterion, any guesses, man? Where'd you go? Just got a notification a package was delivered. They aren't popping off because you aren't working. I know, but I'm here though, right? What kind of gears? Isn't that funny? I think I gotta go check. Who knows? All right, well, I'm gonna go check and see what was delivered. All right, so here we go. So this was actually ordered kind of, I guess, on a whim. Not really, but really, because it didn't give enough specs to know whether if this was actually going to fit the Revo or not. So I guess we're going to be finding out whether if this actually fits on the Revo. Here you go, Asterion. What do you think, Asterion? Do you think it's going to fit? I hope it does. It's right there. Here's the part number. So it did say it was for a Revo, so I don't know. We'll see. 65 tooth, all steel spur gear. So, yeah. Focus. Focus. What's going on with the focus here? Focus is terrible. Let's hope it fits. Yeah, I hope it fits. Well, Asterion, I think you're kind of getting what you want, because I actually want to see if it fits right now. Now, Asterion, do you want a close-up here or what? I think I'll just have to leave it like that. There was an adapter to get rid of the slipper in this thing too, but I'm thinking it'll be a good idea for now to keep the slipper in place, just because of the fact that with this being converted over to brushless, I know things are just going to get annihilated. So right now what we're waiting for is the pinions. I got 6 different sizes of pinions to actually replace this one right here. So we'll see. This motor is burned out, by the way. I did check it out, Asterion. Leave it with the slipper in? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. This little toolkit is actually pretty cool to have too, by the way. This is everything that came with. Came with nut drivers. What did it come with? 1.5, 2, 2.5, I think, right? 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 nut drivers, Phillips and a regular. Just a basic kit. Needle nose, cutters, and then the ball end separators or putter-oners. But it's a nice little set. I usually throw it in my box when I go out. Yeah, it'll actually be nice to get this eRevo going. It has been quite a while. Now, in order to get these spur gears off, you do have to make sure you separate the bearing from the spur. Otherwise, it won't obviously slide off. Motor screws, those are 2.5. Just going to loosen that up for now, just to kind of keep it out of the way. The original gear, I think, was a 69 or a 68 tooth, something like that. Mod 08 or Mod .8, which is a 32 pitch. So here's the original gear. You can see Mod .8, which is a 32 pitch, and then a 68 tooth. So what we are putting in it is this right here, which is steel. The only reason why I'm swapping out from this plastic gear is obviously because, well, it's plastic. And it literally would have been the first thing that just got ripped apart by the brushless motor that's being installed in this thing. Do you have upgraded rear links for it? No, it's totally stock. But that's the whole point, right? I mean, other than this gear, because I actually wanted it, I wanted the thing to move. But even though we're gonna throw in, you know, this 427 motor here, I don't know if anybody gets the reference, but even though we're going to be throwing in the 427 brushless motor, which is the Easy Run Max 8 from Hobbywing, we're going to turn down the punch, and I'm obviously going to run it on small lipo. So this will run on 4S, keep the punch down, and just go easy with the throttle and just drive it. And then figure out as we're going, keep increasing, and then, you know, I guess see what breaks, which obviously I know the driveline is just going to blow out of this thing. The more and more we increase the power of something that wasn't designed that way. I mean, this is a brush system. Granted, it was a 2 motor system. So I think they were trying to say that there was a torque monster at the time. But then obviously, you know, this thing's old. You know, that's why I was thinking about T-Max, you know, going brushless with the T-Max, because, you know, certain things about that I think are just a little bit, you know, stronger. Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to see. I'm not, you know, going too much into looking online. I kind of almost, I don't know if you get this, right? But I kind of don't want to know what's going to happen to it. I want to see for myself. I want to upgrade and see what annihilates. I just obviously suspect certain things are going to annihilate, you know, already. But it's just one of those things. Upgrade it, see what happens. Obviously, right away I knew, get rid of this plastic gear, junk, steel spur gear. You know, it's going to be tuned down a little bit in gearing as well. So we'll see. You know, it's just that trial and error, I guess you want to say, right? Hopefully more trial than error. You can see that the rubber that used to protect the axles, the rear axles, I don't know if you can see in there. Lighting's terrible. You can see the rubber. Ah, there we go, dropping all the pieces. See? Got it. Sussy. Here I am just throwing the thing around. Anybody see where that Anybody see where that little extra clutch piece went? So there's the clutch friction material. If nobody's ever seen that, it's just like a real clutch on a car. You got these little friction pads, which this would technically be, I guess you would say, the pressure plate, and it has replaceable little friction pads on it that go up against a, again, replaceable friction disc, which is what this is right here. Hopefully this will work. Looking like it lines up. So it does line up. Focus. Come on, focus on the right thing here. Focus. Come on, focus. Nope, doesn't want to focus. Why is it just focused on the background? Come on, there we go. But we'll unlock this just a little bit. Like I said, because I don't want to like really mangle this thing. There you go, buddy. I see you. You see, it's actually missing a lock washer. Oh, there we go. What are these little washers for? No idea. Maybe the spacers, who knows? There he goes. He's driving the body around. What'd I tell you? That's what he does. So it looks like the screws that they give you, they're actually a 2. So we're going from a 2.5 to a 2. And it's got these little convex little adapters or spacers to be able to mount the gear in place. Hey, Asterian, what do you think about the clutch friction material? Do you think it is literally just going to blow apart because of due to age? Over time, I'm wondering if that friction material has hardened. You went under there. You know what I should be doing? You know what I am going to do? I am going to Loctite these. It's probably going to be a good idea. Mysterium, why didn't you say, hey, Joseph RC, what's going on, man? It's going to vanish once you press on the throttle. Yeah, you know it. Probably will. GPM, no, it's actually the Hot Racing. If I can peel this sticker off. I don't know why they put the sticker right over the original thing. I don't know if this is like repackaged or what's going on. But they actually covered over the sticker. So you can see it's a 65 tooth steel spur gear, gunmetal, 4 Traxxas, Hot Racing right there. But if this works out, I'll leave, obviously I'll leave a link in the description in case anybody has like one of these old Revos and they want to try to, maybe revive it. We are definitely going to be killing stuff on this Revo because this is a first gen brushed e-Revo. And I just already know it's going to get annihilated. Boy, that was an awful lot of Loctite for this one little thing. Take these friction pads off. Come on, get off. Stick on. You only need a drop. Just keep in mind, right? You are dealing with cast aluminum parts. This little pressure plate thing here. This is cast aluminum, so you got to be careful to not crank it down. That's what the Loctite is for. Loctite is there to lock it tight so that you don't have to strip stuff out. Come on, get on there. Probably should have checked to see if the bearing fit first, but it does. So the bearing, yes, the bearing does fit. I should have checked before I threw it in, but that's the thing about doing stuff on live. You sometimes you forget what you're doing, I guess. So I'm just going to keep it slipped for now. That way we don't kill this thing. Boy. Man, you know what? I may end up... I think I'm going to end up just converting it right now. I got the brushless system for it. I should just do it. Yeah, Hot Racing parts are actually really good. 54 GPM in your slab. Plastic ones kept having troubles. Yep. Just got off work, seeing if there are any new videos. Yeah. Well, no new videos just yet. We're going to be charging up this battery right here, Joseph. HRB 6S 5000. And that's actually going to be going in that right there. It does fit in that, but yeah, too tight. It's flares out the battery box just a touch, but it fits in that thing absolutely beautifully. Just do it, why not? Because Asterian, once you start like doing YouTube, right, you start to realize there's a certain value in a video over a live, because you can edit the content of your video that you put on YouTube to make it more interesting for people to see than somebody watching a 10-hour live of somebody installing a ESC or converting their brush system to brushless. No, it's not going to be 10 hours to do it, but I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think I'm going to do that in the live. I should do that on just a regular video. That way I can get, close shots and not have a bunch of ramble. And then if somebody's trying to ask me a question, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be obviously paying attention to this. I'm going to be paying attention to the thing over there. You know what I mean? It's just a pain. Yeah, Arma Tough, baby. We're going to see. We're going to see how Arma Tough that thing is. Joseph, you know Arma's coming out with something, right? I don't know if you were part of the conversation earlier, were you? I don't know if you were on here, were you? I don't see you. You said you just got off of work, so most likely you weren't on the original stream. But yeah, we were just briefly talking about, gotta have your coffee, briefly talking about potentially, what everybody thinks that Arma is coming out with. Arma. Yeah, I'm Bostonian, so I throw an R in there when there's not supposed to be. Armor. They love the bodies. I don't know why they do that. Every single time that there's a body on this thing, they go under it and drive it around. He should even pick that body up. I'm guessing he's going to pick that front end up because his lift arms are right underneath it. You can actually see. He should lift that up. He's getting pissed. I simply heard rumors that the new Arma is red. Nothing else. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, you have. You heard that it's an X-Max killer, right? Or did you just hear that from me? I don't even know where I heard that. I suspect. You watch what Arma's been doing. Arma. You watch what Arma has been doing, and I mean, come on. They're following something right here. So the UDR was just, it's an amazing truck. And then look at that. 1/7 scale, pro scale, they call it. 1/7 scale. Independent, but definitely more bashing. All right, so Hot Racing spur gear. Yeah, it's a definite. It does fit. I'm dying here. So we've got the fans in the Max. The Max has its new fan in. We obviously saw that the new Hot Racing spur gear does fit. It was that unknown. There wasn't enough online information saying whether if that spur gear was going to replace the original plastic one, which would I already throw it away? I don't even know what I do. Oh, it's right here. So replace this one right here with steel. I'm happy it fits. And yeah, so we will be converting this from brushed to brushless. The steering's kind of lighting the fire under me here to get some of these things going. But hey, Joseph, did you notice anything different about the channel? I know you've been on here before. At least I'm pretty sure you have. I don't want to ever assume. I'm pretty sure I've talked to you before. I don't even know if you're still on. See, right now, the stream says there's 2 people on here. So that means we got a YouTube spy and a Styrian. That's it, right? Oh, Joseph's still there. Coffee is in the blood. You know it. Wait a second. Yeah, I know. I'm always waiting for you to say that, man. Whoa. Holy, you see that? He's having a fit under there. They love messing around with the bodies. When I throw the bodies on here, they love messing around with them. Look at it. See, he drives right out of it. Does anybody want to see my puppies? I call them puppies. There's only 2 people on here. Either you guys want to see my dogs? They're actually under my feet right now. I'm gonna take this off tripod for a second. So don't mind the crazy noises. So this is Daisy. Hey Daisy, what you doing, honey? She's my little puppy. I think you can kind of see. Here's the hyper, and here's her face. So yeah, she's just a little dog. And then we've got this one right here. This one is Haley. Hi Haley, what you doing, honey? You sweetie? Yeah. And then we've got. I gotta move my camera to a different spot. And then this is my wife's puppy, Colby. Hey Colby, what you doing, buddy? So he's a Yorkie. He actually jumped up here all by himself. He's getting nice and comfy. He's a Yorkie. This one right here, she's an Australian cattle. I know. And then, well, she's an Australian cattle mix. And then this one right here, she's how old is she? A year and something. She's a brindle. Obviously, you can tell by her coat. English Mastiff. She's currently 100 and, well, last time I checked, she was 148 pounds. So she's a big girl. She's got some weight on her, but she's a more athletic Mastiff. So she's muscle. She's not one of those, fat Mastiffs that you see all the time. If you know what a Mastiff looks like, she's an athletic Mastiff, and at 148 pounds or whatever it is. I mean, she's right now. If I go to pick her up, she's a load to pick up. So yeah, so those are my puppies. Now to try and get you back on this tripod here. This should be fun. There we go. Claudio, what's going on? Yeah, exactly. She's got when you look at her at certain angles, she does have that boxer look because of her muzzle. But yeah, she's just a little English Mastiff, a little girl. When I was a kid in junior high, I used to live in Marshfield, Mass, by basically right on the water, and where the bus would drop me off, I'd walk across the seawall to get to my house. And certain sections of the seawall, there were breaks to where you'd have boat launches or boat ramps that go into the ocean. So I would jump down and I'd walk around it, and then on the ocean side. And one of the times that I'd done that, a collie came like as fast as it could, bolting out of one of those boat ramps, coming after me. And obviously, being a little kid, I just ran. I thought the dog was going to kill me. I was able to get to the second boat launch, and a boxer just literally came out of nowhere at 100 miles an hour, slammed into the collie, annihilated it, and then went home with me. That boxer stayed at my house for 3 whole days. Of course, yeah, I was feeding it, but I had a boxer save my life. Well, at least I think it saved my life. See how he does that? See how they navigate in there? So I got to put certain screws back together because these guys like to push screws off of this table. So at least we know it fits. Spur gear fits. Pinions are coming. Because obviously, you can't run that pinion on the new setup. But everybody already knows that anyway. Not like I had to say it. But just keep all your screws together. Put things back when you're not using them. That way things don't get lost. Especially when you get these guys over here. But Joseph, I don't know if you answered. Did you see a difference in the channel or a change in the channel or anything? I'm just wondering if anybody notices, because when I visually look at it real quick, I don't notice any difference, which that's kind of how I wanted it to be. I'll use that as a pots tray. Like I said before, anybody have a Camo X4 and they want a battery tray, just like I said, throw me some PayPal shipping and it's yours. It's a custom designed, 3D printed battery tray for the Camo X4 from Red Cat. And I have no use for it. Like I said, this was my prototype. You'll have to, either modify your chassis by filing the most minutest amount either off of here or on your chassis for this to, fit perfect. The tray that I designed as my final fits absolutely perfect. These holes were located after a fact, but it's definitely a better tray setup than what I've got here. It's just a thought. I don't need it, but I figured, who knows, maybe if somebody wants it, I'll use it as a parts tray for now. You want to get a larger dog? What, a larger dog than a Mastiff? hate those phone calls. Probably a phone call from the IRS. They're sending a sheriff to my house as we speak so that they can arrest me unless I give them $1,000 in Apple gift cards. Gotta get rid of this coffee. So, Joseph, how do I explain Red Cat? Red Cat is definitely lower cost, entry level. They are good RCs. I do like Red Cat, but you have to watch or know what you're buying, because if you want to push a Red Cat, they're designing their vehicles to basically just, I don't know, how do I say it? There's little weak links which you can upgrade, which is fine. So they're keeping that price point low, trying to give you a good value for your money, like I said, while keeping that price point low, and to be able to give you a certain amount of upgradability. So when it comes to Red Cat's crawlers, I think they've got it. I think they've got it straight on. I feel they're doing a great job, especially now with the Red Cat Gen 8. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on a Gen 8, but the Gen 7 is good enough for now. I've done a couple of modifications to it, myself. But it's a good base. It's a good base to start with. And that's, I guess, the whole point of Red Cat. And this is a Red Cat 2, the Tornado. That thing's great. Except for the fact, if you want to bash it beyond its abilities, the first thing I bent out of the box, because I was pushing it, I put a larger battery pack in it than it's designed for, and I bent a shock, and I bent a shock tower. Now, the shock tower was easy to fix, but it's because of the way I had landed it. Now, with the way the body is on there now, with that bug body, it doesn't, instead of just whatever, instead of the original body, right, it left the shock towers exposed. And what I was putting that Tornado through was literally, I was like treating it like a hurricane. So, and what I mean by that was some of the jumps that I was hitting with it, full trigger, yeah, if you hit a tree, just like any vehicle, things are going to bend, break, whatever. But I think on that one, a couple of the jumps that I went over, again, it's not designed like to be a thrashing basher. It's designed to, I guess, be on a course. You know what I mean? To, I guess, try to take it to a hobby course and, competitively drive it. And what is nice about Red Cat is, like I was saying, they just give you a good base. They give you a good base to start off with. You can upgrade as you break and bend things, because it's going to happen. And the shock tower, ever since I put that bug body on there, I'm not having any more issues with the shock tower, because what was happening was, again, like I was saying, hitting that tree. Yeah, of course you're going to bend a shock tower. But what's nice is that the shock tower is at least being aluminum. You could bend it back, and it's totally flat and straight now. And I've actually been wanting to convert that Tornado to a road racer. Again, it's flat, it's low, it's not designed to go through grass. Those are the things you got to think about. If you put larger wheels on, again, the way the suspension is set up, you'll start getting a lot of interference. Now, with that bug body on there, that thing, I trim the body out, and literally it doesn't touch the body no matter what I do to it. Unless maybe, again, I hit a tree, but I don't plan on hitting trees with that thing anytime soon. But right now, that thing is a little rocket. I did a little video. My son actually has the same thing. And he came over and he forgot his, so I let him use that along with the Max. He actually used the Max. and he loves the Max. But I want to get him. I want to get him on the Mojave. Well, not the Mojave. I want to drive the Mojave. I want to get him on the Desert Racer. I actually wouldn't mind getting my wife on the Desert Racer because it would be. I want to do a video that shows both vehicles going through the same obstacles, hopefully at about the same speed-ish. What I'll end up doing is I'll do a 4S one for both of those, and that way with the 4S, it'll be more manageable for someone that is an inexperienced, driver. I want my wife to get into this. The smiles that she had when she was driving that Max, and I guess like it was funny too, the surprise that she got when I told her, because she just thought she was the camera girl, but I totally 100% had her in mind with that Max, because I thought with that Max, the way the Max is built, that it's built. It's not an X-Max, but it's a scaled down X-Max, I guess you want to say. So if she did abuse it by accident, which obviously a new driver does, I feel that the Max is a great vehicle to, if you really want to get seriously into the hobby, it's a great vehicle to, I know it's a big hit, but to start off with, because it's built. Yeah, all this stuff you got to replace. Yes. The hub X's or whatever you want to call the hub X's, yes, they're plastic, but they'll do for now. That's the whole thing. Should Traxxas have, put aluminum on? Of course, I'm going to say yeah, but that's because I'm a consumer. I want to see upgraded parts, I guess, kind of already on it. But maybe it's keeping weight down. Maybe it's keeping cost down. Who knows? But the Max, definitely a good vehicle. I don't even know what was the point of what I was just saying. Here I am. See, that's the thing too. When you're on a live, I end up start babbling over nothing. I'm not even looking at the screen to see what people are typing because I'm just not paying attention. I'm off on my babble event or whatever it is. But yeah, we don't need to see me anymore. I don't know. I was probably talking and there was nobody there. What the heck is beeping here? Oh, I got this thing on. What are you doing? How about that? Is that better? So I think we'll get this out of here for now, because I know Asterian, I don't know if you're here. I know you want to see me do this on a live, but it would come out a lot better if I did a video. That way I could edit out all the garbage. I'll leave in everything that's, again, I didn't look online at any other videos saying, hey, how can I convert an eRevo Gen 1? I'm literally just going to do it because that's the way I like to do things. I mean, would it be maybe easier to, look online and see exactly what somebody has done? Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I just want to do it, Don't care, do a video. Of course you don't care. Yeah, it'll look better. You know what I mean? So for now, it can stay up there. Give these guys some room. They should be hopping on their charger soon. Asterian, like I said, man, come over. Come on over and you do the swap. I got no problem with that. You can do the swap on my stream. All right. Wait a minute. What's going on here? $1,000 in application. Yep. What truck did you say you almost got? Joseph, are you still there? See what I mean? When I talk, I can't see the screen what people are typing. I almost got that truck, but parts wise wasn't sure yet. Red Cat looks. Oh, what do you mean? The Gen 7? Yeah, just get the Gen 8. Gen 7's great, but with what the Gen 7 has, if that's what you're talking about, with the portal axles and just little various upgrades, yeah. But as far as like their crawl is totally legit. And I mean, even the TRNT8, that's legit too. That's just a flip monster, wheelie monster. See, the stream only says there's 3 people out there. Whatever happened to Anna? Did Anna dump out on the live stream? I think so. Both of these guys are still alive. I'm surprised. Let's see what these guys are up to. You guys looking for your chargers, huh? Actually, if I do that, they won't see them. So like I usually say, once the vectors go on their chargers, looks like that's kind of what they're heading for. Then I'll just end up ending the live stream because, again, what's the point of doing the live if there's no content for it, right? Oh, yeah. Always close up your Loctite when you're done with it so it doesn't dry out. And so we got one vector on there. It looks like they're just about to end the live stream for me. And I don't know what he's doing. Just ramble around. That's the best content. Not for everybody, man. Not everybody just wants to hear somebody ramble. That's why it would be cool to have multiple people on a live stream. I know I've seen people do it where you can have like 2 people on a live stream at once. That would actually be pretty cool, is to somehow use that OBS, pull somebody into a live stream or something. But who knows? Maybe you have to have 1,000 subs to do that too. I have no idea. But we're on our way. How many subs do I have right now? We're getting close to that 1,000 mark. Yeah, Mark. We're getting close to that 1,000 mark, kind of, right? Got like another 150 to go or something like that. Which, who knows? Maybe it'll open up. Maybe it'll open up more things for me. I don't know. That'd be cool. Let's see. Why can't I find out how many subs I have? The Styrian usually knows it right away. He's like, yeah, you got 810. Let's see. It says I have 860 subscribers. That's holy crap. You know what I mean? That means 860, not saying that 860 people actually watch my content, obviously right now, because out of those 860 people, there's only 3 on the live, you know what I mean? Steve Odd 303 does group streams with a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I should figure it out somehow. Google chat room. Yeah, but I'd rather do it on YouTube. I've seen it done on YouTube. I gotta change out that lens. I think I'll try the cheaper one first. Like I said, this is only $2 cheaper. But yeah, should work. Yeah, some people call, I think, what's called OBS. Or maybe like, but again, I don't know if you have to have a certain amount of subscribers or something to do that. It's just one of the unknowns that I just don't know. You might have to have a certain sub count or something. I don't know. But we're getting there. Channel's growing, finally. I think it's because I've been putting out a more consistent type of content is my guess. Originally, I wasn't on YouTube to do videos or do like stuff like this, but it just seems like it's what I want to do. It's fun. I actually enjoy it. I might not enjoy the editing process of videos all the time because holy crap. Sometimes the amount of time that you take doing a video, you take like an hour's worth of video and you compact it into like 5 minutes, sometimes less, sometimes more. Oh, no, I'm just cleaning up and I forgot to throw those away. I didn't mean to put those in the live stream. Sorry about that. Yeah. No, I'm not a drunk. And no, I'm not trying to offend people that are drunks. The playlist, I'll check it out right now. What is this playlist that you speak of? How do we do this? That way you can kind of see half of me. Right? You can see I'm at the computer. Kind of. All right. Let's see what we got here. Hello, YouTube. There's only one person that knows. Well, actually, there's two people that knows what that means. There's a guy out there. He's a riot. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But his videos are like, "Hello, YouTube." The name is special. Oh God. Oh God. What? Now you can kind of see me. All right. Let's see. What is this playlist that you're talking about? And how do you get to it? I just click on your name or something? Nope, that doesn't work. So I have to go on your channel, right? Is that what you're saying? That should be easy to get to. I just got to go over to subscriptions. When did you do it? I just got to go to your name. Doesn't look like you got anything new. Playlists? Oh, on your thing for playlists, right? Oh God. Nice title, Asterian. I am not going to say that title. His name is a bit special. It's almost like you're Australian. The playlist doesn't have anything to do with my channel. You're a riot, man. Yeah, I'm not going to be saying that playlist. You can keep that to yourself. It's all you. Oh yeah, you don't see that. There's nothing right there. Do not charge lipos in the house. Take that out of frame. Whew. There we go. That's better. Do not charge lipos in the house. It's not a good idea. Oh, there's only one people in one. Asterian, looks like you're the last one. All right, well, I am just going to end this live stream because this is kind of going nuts. We're at 2 hours and 10 minutes of a live stream. That's insane. I always charge my lipos in my house. Nice. What, in the fireplace? Don't do it. In your safe lipo safe. Yeah, what? Like a turkey container like mine? I got 2 boxes. So I've got this turkey roaster, and then obviously I've got my that all metal toolbox that I keep the batteries into. But usually keep the stuff just right outside. I've got a grill actually out there, and I'll put the batteries inside the grill outside. Just in case, you know? All right, Asterian. Looks like you are the last one. Yeah, that's the only thing, man. It's the only thing about putting all your lipos in one container is that if you got one bad lipo and that goes, you obviously know what that's going to do. Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw that clip. The nice battery fire. Was that on purpose or by accident? I think you did that one on purpose, right? Asterian? I think you did that on purpose. A box in a box? Yeah. The LIFO popped up, so you popped it, right? You shot it with your Glock? Oh, everybody knows now you have a Glock. Everybody knows you carry. Sorry about that. Looks like I've got some low battery on my Apple Magic Trackpad. Low battery. Gotta change out the batteries in that thing. All right, I am just going to end this live stream. All right, Asterian, I will catch you later. Thank you to anybody that came to the live stream. So it was actually, pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be able to chat with people. And yeah, but not a Glock. All right, man. So like I said, just going to end the live stream in 3, 2, 1. See ya.